Hello, divine creators. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Dumela Universe. It is time for a tarot reading. Let us see what is available at this time. We trust you are well, beautiful beings. We have uploaded, or we are uploading, some special readings with transmissions from a frequency from the unknown. There's a guide from the unknown wishing to assist, and we have uploaded for Scorpio, Sagittarius, and today we're uploading Capricorn and Aquarius. So we will be working through these just gradually when we receive the transmissions. So look out for your sign when it comes up. Okay, beautiful beings, let us see what's coming through at this time. Vitrieski azuturoski kiaviariatos. Talavatrieski azitrieski kuituros talavet. Rikiki azolovatrieski azitrieski zaturos. Kiriak kirialozotos katis. Okay. You're ready. Okay. At the center we have the hanged woman, the hanged man, the hanged being, the hanged woman energy. Within we have the Two of Wands. Without we have the Ten of Pentacles. Below we have the Eight of Wands. Crowning we have the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Sun. Okay. Beautiful beings, this is a powerful time, okay? There is a shift, there is a transition where you are shifting to your destiny, as we saw the Ten of Pentacles, and transformation to these energies of the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands, transition, changing from one world to the next, and the overall energy of the world you're going into next to the world of the Sun, which is the divine masculine, the solar plexus, the physical realm which you touch and taste and see, honoring the source you are, honoring source. You finally embodying source in the physical and stepping into a realm of manifestations through the physical. And source is saying it's been quite a journey, okay, for this healing. 2020, you asked for perfect vision. You said 2020 perfect vision, want to see our truth. So all these years you have been aligning and awakening to this truth. How? Well, you needed to have a reference. You needed to have a guide to truth. So Spirit, Divine Feminine came through strongly. And you became the embodiment of the Spirit frequency so that you may feel how it feels like to be Source in the physical. And then you crystallized to Source in the physical. Now you no longer will do anything that betrays you, no matter what it is. You don't need your guides to guide you to your well-being. You're just there at all times, right? So now the Spirit frequency has left, no longer needing you to teach you to go to Source. You're no longer learning how to reach Source, you are at Source. Okay, so when you're meditating now, you're no longer trying to tap into Source, you are at Source. You're simply exploring the Source you are. That's the difference within the meditations you're doing now. It's no longer, how can I access Source? You're no longer reaching for Source. You simply are Source. So now you are just exploring the energies you're in. It's a different kind of energy, it's a different kind of feel. And you had to be here before you could now fully manifest your physical realm. Because now the light which you see in the physical, the light that's shining all within, you received all of Spirit within in order for you to align to Source so you can receive all of Source within. And now you are expressing and discovering all of Source without the physical. So now it's finally these rays of light emanating from your core are now true light, true Source. You're shining brighter than ever before. And this is the realm you're stepping into. This is the transformation you are undergoing. A new star is born at this time, and you are that star, that new frequency. For you are now finally source in the physical. A new frequency of source in the physical manifesting is born within you at this time, right here, right now. And finally, the delay to your manifestations is coming to an end. That's why you were in the hanged woman energy. You were delayed. You had to wait here. You were being taught by the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine said, wait. If you really want 2020 perfect vision, if you want to see yourself clearly as source, then you need to then be still within source in order for you to understand how it feels like to be source. How your path feels like to be source, how you move as source, how you breathe as source, how you receive thought as source, how you action as source, intuitive, moment to moment, unknown, acceptance, surrender. You learned all those frequencies when you were the embodiment of spirit. You learned how to be source in the physical. And now the spirit is saying, now we're no longer postponing, we're gone now. You have righted your energy. You understand now how you are source. You understand you are at source. So now we are shifted back so that you can now finally shine like the star. You are now finally in the light. You had to embrace the shadow. You had to embrace us, the unknown, in order for you to understand what source is. And now you can finally be the light. Still unknown light, though. Because now you're allowing your light to be born of source in the unknown frequencies. You're not deciding what your light looks like. You're now discovering how your light is. You're discovering the flower you are. You're discovering the manifestation you are. You're no longer directing it. So within, this is what's happening, a transition, a shifting from that spirit source you were learning through to now the physical source. 10 of Pentacles, the physical source. Okay, here you were learning through spirit. So you were learning how to be spirit source in the physical realm. And now the spirit says, bye. It's now time for you to move to where you are now. Source, physical source in the physical realm. This is you now in the physical realm. Manifesting your truth, manifesting your stability, finally seeing your physical destiny awaken. It took a long time to get here. There were a few stages in which you thought you were ready, and that's what made it a bit frustrating. First, when you were the caterpillar, and when you were releasing all that was not serving you, and then you thought, yay, now finally things will come in. But no, things still were not really coming in, because you're like, yes, fine, well done, you have received all the distraction, but you still have no idea where source is. You still haven't anchored into source. You've done the releasing, but you haven't discovered source yet. You have to now embody and be present and be moment to moment. You now have to embody. So how? Spirit came in and said, okay, now we're going to show you how it is to embody source. But remember, we're showing you through spirit ways. We don't know how you're going to do it through physical. So remember, we're showing you how we align to source through physical as spirit. But when we leave you, you have to do the work again to discover how you do it organically. We are spirit. We have a whole spirit universe we created. The physical is a whole new universe. The physical is a different medium of creation, just like the spirit is a different medium of creation. And we're from the spirit. We just came to assist you, to be an anchor point, because we are at source. So you could just feel how it feels like to be at source. But when you embodied spirit, things started feeling good, and things did manifest. There were shifts, but maybe not as big, and the big things you wanted not yet. And it frustrated you a bit. You thought, but source, now we've done all the work, and you thought, it's time. Source saying, wait, one more step. Now spirit leaves, and you just become physical source. Now it's the time. Okay. So right now, below changes and transformation, you are shifting. Changes are coming through. Be prepared is what we're receiving. Be ready. Things are about to get interesting. Things are about to get a bit cray. We asked you to rest. Source is saying, remember we said be still. We said chill hard because soon you're going to be busy. And we fought this resting, hey? We remember. We didn't want to rest. We're like, we don't want to rest. We've been resting for 4 years. How much more resting must we do? We've been so still, Source, so still. Source is saying, we said rest because now things are going to get busy. Because now you are ready to manifest everything you want. Because now you're finally embodying the King of Pentacles energy. You're finally doing, actioning, and look, masculine energy, but cloaked in darkness, the unknown, the physical realm, the light realm is now born of unknown energies. You've allowed the physical to be sand, to be fluid, no longer fixed and stuck, but fluid. The physical can now surprise you. The physical can now teach you. The physical now can be a manifestation of anything because it's just as dynamic as the spirit realm, because you are source. So source is dynamic. Source cannot be contained. Source cannot be limited. Source cannot be defined. And now the physical is embodying this frequency of source in fluidity. You are now owning your worth, owning your value. That Taurus energy coming through, that this full moon coming through, eclipse really bringing in a bit of an alignment, a bit of a, let's just now tap you right into your track. So it's going to get busy. You're going to enjoy it. It feels like it's an enjoyable busyness, but it's also saying, for those of you who didn't rest, you're going to really wish you rested. And there's a bit of a giggle, but they're saying, don't worry, you will get used to this new form. It is not, it's a busyness that when it begins, it doesn't stop. We're receiving. So you're not going to, it is not a transformation where you're busy now and then it's going to be another period of rest. No, now it's just going to be busy and you're going to get used to the pace of busyness. You're going to feel energized. You're going to get used to being the sun, always shining fully. The sun doesn't decide, okay, lights out and strobes out. Off now, resting. No, the sun is just constantly da, and we have to adjust. All is just da, all is on. And that's where you are now. All is on. And you're just going to get busy and used to this constant source energy you are. And yes, of course, there'll be rest periods. Of course, there'll be restorations periods. Stillness in different forms. But Source is just saying things are about to get busy, is what we're receiving mostly. And the best way, we saw underneath we got the sun, but following it was the Ace of Swords. And we're receiving Source saying, see, here you are claiming your crown. Here you are claiming your truth. Look at this, so beautiful. Releasing the Ten of Swords, releasing the realm of illusion. Here you are pinned down by the illusion. You're no longer pinned down. You're now shining brightly and powerfully. A complete divine rebirth. And the way for you to navigate this new you are going to feel yourself in. As you now just, and you can feel it. You can feel everything here. There's no reprieve from the collective, right? You can feel the collective pain, you can feel the collective disharmony, you can feel everything. And Source is saying you just need to just keep shining. Don't switch off, don't try to run away from it. Just embody, just be on. Shine brightly, just be there. And you will become one with the frequencies of Source, and it'll be easier for you to channel. You will be one. So just be one with Source and just receive the intuitive promptings. Just receive, just allow yourself a oneness. Don't fight. Don't resist this change, because it's coming through. Things are shifting. Things are shifting. Things are shifting. The way you feel about things is shifting. The way experiences are happening, it's going to shift quite quickly. Just be at the center. Be at the center. Be at the center of the storm. Allow everything to change around you. Everything is changing to Source 8, infinity. Everything is changing to the Source you are. Everything is aligned to the Source you are. and it's going to allow that everything is now stable and you are now in your stability, enjoying and experiencing and manifesting in your power as you exist in source, no longer in your lack or your detriment for the idea of source and the illusion, but now finally as source, in your power, in your truth, in your abundance, in your everything, fully shining as source at all times and experiencing everything at that maximal richness, that fullness, that absolute expanded infinite. The volume is going to be on max and it's going to be there permanently in all experiences. So the stillness and the rest will be max. The abundance will be max. The joy will be max. The rest and the tranquility will be max. Each different textures and different frequencies, and yes, it's like different shades of a color, but each and every single different shade is max. If you can wrap your mind around wrap your feeling around the description. So yes, it'll still be varied, it'll still have texture, it'll still have, it'll still flow, it'll still have depth, and it'll still be in and out, it'll still be soft and quiet, and then thunderous, but even the soft is at max, the thunderous at max. All at source, all at source. Okay, fascinating. Have a beautiful, beautiful time whenever you are watching this, and embody source, be source. You are beautiful, you are so glorious, and we are excited for the beautiful divine changes which we feel are finally ready to come through for each and every single one who has chosen and who's accepted the journey of awakening at this time. Blessed be.